But I'm getting worse and worse with words. It's amazing, because I'm getting worse and worse with words. Listen, that's a very long me, and then I saw a picture of me there.
This is Carol's brain, and we're looking at it as if she's looking out of the screen at us. The right side is pretty healthy, but the left side is very shrunken, much smaller than it should be. Frontotemporal dementia is different from Alzheimer's or other kinds of dementias because it strikes at certain core aspects of people's personhood. It affects people's language and communication abilities, or it can affect their social and interpersonal functioning so that it can change people's personalities.
Oh, listen, I used to do a lot of artwork all the time. I do a lot of artwork in your house. They do a lot of artwork. This. And I really wanted to buy this stuff, and then I have to do a lot of artwork.
She's always been a fantastic artist. She was involved in graphic design in the early days of her career, and then in the late 70s switched over exclusively to miniatures and doll making. She would make these dolls from scratch, just threads and fabrics. As the disease has progressed, the style of art has gone to sort of a more, I'll say, juvenile-looking style of painting. A lot of colorful animals, checkerboard patterns in the background of everything. They're a lot of fun, but it's certainly different than what she had begun.
We find that some patients, especially those with temporal lobe damage, become more compulsive about organizing material. And when it comes to art, we sometimes see people focusing on orderly patterns and recurrent patterns that are not only present within a single work of art, but often carry through almost as a theme across different works of art.
Who's that?
It's a picture. Yes, and that's the guy, because I love that guy over there. Because I used to buy it over there. Because I really wanted to buy that stuff all the time.
Unfortunately, FTD is a fatal illness. It's a degenerative brain disease that ultimately shortens a person's lifespan and leads to their death. And we try to encourage people to pursue the things that will help them maintain enjoyment of life and maintain some level of functioning for as long as possible. And often that's really spending time moving more into the visual world, because if language is lost, people tend to rely more on the visual world to try to understand the world around them or communicate with others.
This is a page that we copied out of one of her sketchbooks. It's sort of indicative of how the disease progresses. You can see here it says language, challenge, what's happening. Across her head it says, I want answers, weird brain, what the hell is going on in me? And down here in the bottom, this is probably the most moving part. It says, drawing helps me.
Say hi.
Hi.
Wait a minute. I love you. You're great.
All right, we'll see you later,
I
Ming.
love you.